Anyway, that's neither here nor there. As you guys know, it's the month of October. We now have half the month left, essentially. Okay, 2 more weeks. Now would be a great time to become a channel member. If you're not, becoming a channel member right now helps, obviously, myself and the business, but also you guys get so many benefits. You know, highlighted name in chat and comments, access to all my emotes, a cool chat crown badge, priority to talk in the chat. You don't have to have limited amount of time you can talk in the chat. You have a million things, right? So many benefits to being a channel member. Right now, I know for a fact, waiting in the wings, we probably have about 150 people waiting for a gifted membership because we had 640 members a couple of months ago. Of course, a big monkey wrench was thrown into my channel with the false copyright strikes that I got against it, which is really bad. So it sucks. I don't like being in the situation where we lost a lot of support because of nonsense. We got a lot of it back, then a lot of those kind of gifted memberships expired again. If you're someone watching the channel and you're like, hey, I'd like to support it, gifting memberships is a great way to do that, and I think people would appreciate that. Keep in mind, if we do hit our members goal for this month, okay, the reward is DSP's Black Friday Adpocalypse Marathon Spectacular. I'll be doing a marathon day. I think I'm wearing the exact same shirt right now that I am in that picture. The secret is not wearing the same shirt over and over. If you don't notice, right, very rarely will I wear the same shirt. Even 2 weeks in a row, I won't wear it once in the same 2 weeks. Most of my shirts, I rotate. So maybe I wear a shirt once a month, right? I'm here today, but only one stream. Only one. So if you could support today's stream, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, likes, super chats, super stickers, tips, memberships, all great. It all helps a lot. Okay, it really does. So thank you. And I'm here 3 full days this week. Thursday's my day off. Thursday's the day I'm supposed to get paid by YouTube. Okay? The reason I say it like this is because a lot of times when you're supposed to get paid by YouTube, there's a delay. I hope there's not this month. But, the problem is my day off is the day before the day I get paid, right? Like, I'm getting paid on Friday, but my day off this week is a Thursday. It has to be a Thursday, scheduling with my wife and everything. All right? So essentially, what I raise this week in tips is the funds that I have for my day off. But I also have a bill due this week. I'm transparent. You guys know this. I don't like talking about this. There's a reason I'm bringing this up, okay? So I have a bill due this week. Guess when it's due? Thursday. It's a utility bill, okay? So I have to have enough money for the utility bill, plus I have to have enough money for my day off, all right? Great. That's fine. Why am I bringing this up? Because I'm getting hit with chargebacks again. And it's frustrating. When I start getting hit with chargebacks, I get pissed off. And here's why. Because chargebacks are a big unknown when it comes to getting tips, okay? You don't know what's going to happen.
Right now, the future is uncertain because I don't know what's going to happen.
You never do, because all you can do is provide evidence of a tip coming through, provide all the information around it. Listen, I'm a streamer. This is how people, support my streams financially. Here's the ins and outs of how this works. Here's where I say blatantly no refunds. And, here's where I shouted out that tip during the stream. Here's all the information attached to it. And all you can do is provide that information to PayPal. And it's literally up to PayPal to make a determination of what they want to do. And being someone now who's been a full-time streamer for 5 years, and I've dealt with chargebacks many times over these years, some of which has been really bad. I've had people committing mass fraud, like coming here with blatantly stolen credit cards off the dark web and tipping me with them just to get them charged back later, okay? So in that situation, all right, basically, it's completely hit or miss. You don't know what's going to happen. I've had situations where I give all the information to PayPal, and they're like, okay, you're fine. Funds released, everything's good, no worries. But then I've had situations where it's like, oh, well, we're going to further investigate this for like a month, and it goes on hold. Then after the month, they either rule in your favor or not, and sometimes they don't. Do they give any actual justification when they don't? No. It's just kind of like someone who works at PayPal just said, meh, I'm in a good mood today. Grant the claim. Or I'm not in a good mood today. Deny the claim. It doesn't even seem to make sense because I've done exactly the same thing and had different results. Imagine that, because you know what they say, insanity is repeating the exact same action over and over and expecting a different result. Imagine doing the exact same action over and over and getting different results every time, and there's no consistency, right? That's essentially the PayPal chargeback system. Like, you never know what's going to happen. So I always keep all the information. And the thing is, as you guys know, I archive all my streams and everything. So whenever a tip comes through and I do a shout out, I can easily go straight to the day that I did that stream, to the moment where I did the shout out, right? And I can say, here it is, you know, but that doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily help all the time. So I don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, I hate this because, you know, I had these a couple months ago. I didn't really talk about it after, and that's because it was about 50-50. Like, there was one chargeback that I actually outright won, and there was one chargeback that I somehow lost with absolutely no explanation. None. You know? And that's fucking stupid. It doesn't make any sense. How does that even make sense? It makes no fucking sense at all. Right? It makes zero sense. How does that make any sense? But the situation I'm in right now is that, you know, chargebacks are hitting, and whenever a chargeback hits, those funds get frozen, and then eventually might be taken away, okay? And when that happens, now I have less funds for the week. And right now, just to give you some perspective, I was in a situation where I had enough to pay this utility bill coming up Thursday, and I was in the process of raising enough for my day off on Thursday, okay? But now I'm starting to get hit with chargebacks, and money's disappearing. So I don't know how much I'm going to have. And I can't even budget or tell nothing. I have no clue. Right? I literally have no idea what's going to happen right now because of these chargebacks. And I don't have anything else to fall back on. I don't have any more money. You know what I'm saying? I don't have credit. So it's not like, oh, this is no big deal. I'll just put everything on a credit card this week and I'll pay it off when I get paid by YouTube. I can't do that. So I hate fucking talking about this publicly, but, you know, the best way to support the channel this week, again, is by tipping. Why? Because I have no idea what's going to happen right now with these chargebacks hitting, and, you know, it's going to affect me. It's going to literally, concretely affect me this week when this shit hits. It's disturbing. It's my livelihood. It's my stuff for my family this week that gets affected by nonsense. Now, this shocks me. Oh, here we go. This is a scumbag, actually. Yeah, this is actually a scumbag insulting me. Saying that I make stuff up. I made up the chargebacks. Okay, I made up the chargebacks. Sure I did. You're an idiot. Yeah. Here's the thing. These people are so dumb, all right, when they say shit like this, that it always gets me. And here's why it gets me, right? Don't you think that if someone like me was making shit up, that it would be a little different, that maybe it would be a little bit more unbelievable or like shocking, or like everything that I say is very arbitrary, right? Man, this sucks because this week everything was looking good. Now all of a sudden I'm starting to get chargebacks. I don't know if they're, you know, if they're going to go through, if I'm going to win them. Funds are going on hold. This sucks. Best way to help is by tipping. And I stopped mentioning it. If you didn't mention it, I haven't mentioned it since, right? Right? This person literally contributes to make me talk about it again. Which in some ways, that's their game, is they want me to bring it up again, so then their excuse can be, ha, 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 look at this, ha, 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 he's talking about money all day, and that's my narrative, that all he does is talk about money. So they literally contribute to get me to talk about money to prove their own narrative, but then it's their narrative because they created it. I'm only talking about it because you made me, right? So then the narrative is a false narrative, right? Correct. Now, in addition, don't you think, again, that it would be a little less arbitrary, the shit that I would make up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are so dumb that they, oh, he's lying. If I were lying, it wouldn't just be, dude, here's something arbitrary that's totally feasible that happened, that's annoying to me, and I only just want to kind of bring it up, you know, casually, because I don't want to talk about it all day. I hate, you guys know this, I hate talking about this shit. I really do. I don't want to bring it up. I just want to have a good day with you guys, have a fun podcast, play some games, shout out, you know, questions and stuff. I don't want to fucking be talking about this all day. Why? Why do you think that this is fun to me to be talking about financials all day, right? But people like that, like literally that's what they are. That's what they're saying. Oh, you see? So you just make this up to make extra money and you do this. Like, what are you talking about? No. I feel like the more that I talk about it, the worse that it gets. But I mean, I have to. That's the life situation. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Sadly, that I'm in right now. is that I'm kind of at the mercy of what I make in a week. And, you know, hopefully with all the new games coming out very shortly, this will not be a case. It'll be a situation here where, you know, it won't be a concern. You know, it just so happens I had a really great couple of streaming days. Excellent. So I have enough to pay my utility bill, and now I'm working towards having my day off. Then immediately I get hit with chargebacks. Fuck. Well, now it negated the good days that I had. And now I don't even know what I'm going to make in the next few days for my day off. See what I'm saying? So that's why I bring it up. It is so dumb that people would even think that. I mean, you have to be dim-witted to believe that I would be sitting here just constantly making it up. Why would I do that? Don't you think I'm tired of bringing this shit up? Seriously. Do you know? It's crazy that these people are that dim-witted to believe shit like that. Like, how could you? How could you actually be that dumb? I don't get it. I don't know how you could be, but I guess some people just are. Again, they want to create their own narrative. Because now what'll happen is they'll take this segment, this literal couple minutes that I just chatted about that, and they'll take that out of context and say, you see, this is all Phil talked about on stream today. And he'll be like, what are you talking about? I wasn't even talking about it. You asked me about it, so I responded, but then this is your segment, right? To prove your point of your narrative. No, it's a false narrative. Thanks for the tip. I don't know what else to say. All right, a beautiful butterfly tipped me $1, says, these attractors are idiots. Why tip and then try to get a chargeback when they know they're going to lose? And they are. As like I said, all I need to do is link to this stream. I can even say, I remember the stream. This guy was giving me problems and threatening chargebacks. Here's the stream. You can see I talked to him and linked shouted out the entire time. That's my part of the contract. This is, you know, illegitimate if he tries to charge it back. And I get granted the case every time. They're like, you win. So, not too worried about it. Ooh, let me stretch here. Oh! Ooh!